I'm so gonna regret this. First of all, shout out to With Your Big Eyes, because you asked for one. You cheeky bastard. Okay. Well, because of someone, I'm going to have to answer all the questions. Starting with height. I'm like 5'7", I think. Like, it's like I'm at like 165 or something in centimeters. So yeah, and yes, I'm a virgin. My shoe size is 39, 40. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't take any drugs. Age you get mistaken for. For the I think 18, which isn't that far off, like 1 year away. But yeah, like since I don't know what age people used to always think I was 18, I was like, nope, sorry dude. Yeah, I have no tattoos. I don't actually know if I want tattoos, because it's like it seems like really cool, but at the same time it's like I'm not exactly sure if I want to like grow old with a tattoo on me, and it like I feel like it only really works if it means something. I have my ears pierced. I don't well, I wanted these piercings. I don't know if I want any more. I mean, I've sometimes considered getting like more, like 2 more, but I don't know. I mean, I'm perfectly fine with just these. My best friend, that is a really difficult one, because I have like a ton, and like they're all from different parts of the world. You know if you are one of my best friends, pretty much. That was really cryptic. Relationship status, single since birth. Sounds better than forever alone. Biggest turn on. Such an odd question. Beards sometimes, piercings sometimes, tattoos, but it depends. And then I get neck kisses, maybe. But other than that, I don't really know, because I don't really have any experience. Turn off smoking. Like, you stink a lot when you smoke or drinking. Like, I mean, like it's like it's fine, you can like drink, but then like don't try and kiss me or don't try anything on me, because I'm just like, no thanks, you stink. It's very nice, but yes. I love you if oh wait, oh, I forgot one of my favorite movie. That's a really difficult one, but at the moment it's I was about to say Guardians of the Galaxy, but actually at the moment it's Kingsman. Because it's like honestly one of the best spy movies they've made in ages, and everyone agrees on that, so at least no one will disagree with me when I say my favorite movie is Kingsman. I love you if you're like really nice and you're kind of adorable and you like similar things. Someone you miss. I don't know, I mean there are like different people that I miss at like different periods of my life and day. But the one that I find myself missing the most is someone that I actually consider one of my best friends, even though I only knew her for like a year before she left. And it's just because she's like super weird, and she totally got my my Tumblr feels. And we could talk about the weird things on Tumblr all the time. I mean, like, it was, yeah. And then we used to always laugh about the Loch Ness Monster song. But, you know, the dramatic reading Senor Pac-Man does. And we actually even made like a Tumblr radio show for our music class. So I miss her because she's the weirdest little shit, but okay, probably shouldn't say little shit, but yeah, I love her to bits. I really do. And I miss her. And it's like, I don't know how to, it's like, also, like, it was, she wrote me a really, really sweet birthday card for my birthday that year. And I was just so surprised because she was so nice in there. And I was, you know, and she made it seem like I mattered so much to her. And, like, at that point in time, I hadn't realized, like, how much I could have meant to her and how much she meant to me, because it was kind of just like, it was like in the middle of, you know, just having fun, so you don't quite realize it. And then I guess I also miss my dad, since he's not here at the moment. Most traumatic experience. That's a really weird one. I don't know. I mean, most traumatic experience. Well, some of you know, I wouldn't necessarily say it's traumatic, but it's something that left me really shaky, and it was a while back, and some of you know about it. It was on Tumblr, and I felt like I needed to take a distance from someone, and they responded as if I was being really harsh and mean, and rude, and they just suddenly started being so mean, even though they'd been so nice to me before. And it was just it was kind of traumatic in the sense that it left me really shaky, because I don't know, it just really struck a chord in me and I started being really shaky. So that was a nice fact about my personality. I would say it's a weird one because it tends to change around the people that I'm with. Like, certain parts show up more around certain people. So it's like, it's really weird because, like, to some people I'll be like really annoying and immature, and then some people will be like, she's so mature. Some people will even say I'm really boring. So yeah, that says enough. What I hate the most about myself. It's I don't know, the fact that sometimes I am a shitty person. Like, I'm not always nice, you know? Like, so I always want to be nice, but, you know, I'll still catch myself thinking really mean stuff, and I'm not, I guess the bottom line is, I hate the part that, what I hate the most about myself is that I'm not perfect. What I love the most about myself, that I was a really cute baby, like really, really cute. What I want to be when I get older. It's, for me it's like writing or singing, or just anything that can help people. My relationship with my sibling is very good. She was actually here this whole week, pretty much. Well, the week that just passed, from Sunday. She was here, and we have a relatively good relationship. We don't see each other that much anymore now that she's at uni, but it's like we still talk and stuff. And she's very supportive of me, and I'm very supportive of her. My relationship with my parents is very good. they're both really supportive, but I'm closer to my mom, probably because my dad is gone a lot more than my mom is. And my dad, in a way, I'm similar in a, like, I'm similar to both my parents, but I'm similar to my dad in such a way that it's sometimes difficult for us to communicate properly. But I have been a lot more open with my dad recently, which is nice. And I think that's also because he's home a lot more now. Or at least there's a lot more time. Like, if he's here, like, he's here, like, 24/7. So that's, like, nice. And, yeah, and then my sister is gone now, so I guess that also means that he can revert a lot more attention to me. My idea of a perfect date, well, for me, it doesn't really matter where we are or what we're doing. It's like, as long as we're having fun and we can have, like, a proper conversation that, you know, helps us get to know each other. My biggest pet peeves, someone is so convinced of their, like, of being right that they don't listen to anyone else. It is really annoying, especially if they become really aggressive about it, because it's like, you're just trying to be, like, polite about something, but they're just like, "Meh," and you're like, okay. A description of the girl/boy I like. I don't like anyone at the moment, actually. I'm kind of just like, A description of the person I dislike the most. Oh. Well, there's this one girl, she thought it was funny to repeatedly make fun of me, during Dutch class, of what I was doing, but, I'm lucky in the sense that the teacher's on my side, so she kinda got in trouble for that, and she stopped. But she can be, like, really, like, bitchy, but, like, sly bitchy, so it's really not nice. A reason I've lied to a friend. Most of the time, if I lie to a friend, it's like, it's to protect them, and usually it's actually more about, like, me than about them. So it's not like, I'll be like, you know, like, I'll be like, you know, oh yeah, no, they weren't talking shit about you when they were, or anything, but it would be like, I don't know, something like, are you fine? And then I'd be like, no. And then it was because I didn't want them to know, because I didn't want them to, like, worry, and I didn't want them to be all like, you know, crowd on me and be all like, are you okay? Are you okay? It's like, you know, they mean well, but sometimes you just don't want that. Sometimes, you know, you kind of you just want alone time. And it's kind of difficult when you have, you know, a whole entire building full of people. So, what I hate the most about school, the fact that exams are coming up. The fact that it's ending. Yeah, and it's just the fact that there's so much pressure on these exams that it makes me really, really afraid about it. And, like, especially because I haven't gone to studying yet, because I really just, I can't seem, like, I do have free time, but I constantly use this free time to relax, as opposed to, or, like, do stuff for unis, as opposed to, like, study. So, because the weird thing is, most of my, like, deadlines, like, are coming now, so it's like I have to. What was what your last text message says? Wait a second. It might be too personal though, but I'm pretty sure actually it might not be that personal. Nope. But we still don't see her much. Good on you, XD. You enjoy your time there. Basically, I'd been asked if my sister had moved away from the Netherlands, so I said no. But she was just staying with us. And then my friend had also mentioned she'd gone somewhere, so I was like, oh, Did you enjoy it? Oh, and she also said she studied, and I was like, good on you for studying. What else? What words upset me the most? Well, any kind of word directed at me that implies I'm not good enough in any way, that I'm, that I'm failing or I'm disappointing. What words make me feel the best about myself? When someone just like a genuine comment about, like, that I'm, like, actually smart, like, after I've done something that actually proves I'm smart, or like, that on a day that I am looking good, that someone says, you look really good. So, in other words, very picky. I'm very picky about that. What I find attractive in women, these questions are like, aesthetically, I appreciate women, well, I don't know, like, there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things, I mean, like, it depends on the individual, because, I mean, I like, it's not like I particularly like one hair color more than another or anything. It just depends on the person. Like, I mean, it's like, I find Elena Bonham Carter, like, really, like, she can be, like, super attractive, but then at the same time I also like more classic beauties like Lily James, and it's kind of just like, see, and that goes the same thing for what I find attractive in men. But with men more than women, well, okay, fair enough, with both, it's like tattoos can be like super attractive, and so can like piercings. I'll be very honest, they can make a person like really attractive. I'm one of those people where I would like to live. This is a very difficult question, because actually, I think I just want to live in the city that I'm living in, because like, I like it better than the other cities, because I feel like it's less touristy than the previous cities I've lived in, and it's, like, it's more like smaller, it's safer, so yeah, and I 100% understand the language, because like the problem was that with some of the cities I lived in, I'd only understand like 50% or like almost 0%. So you'd always have to rely on someone being able to speak English to get somewhere. So that wasn't always very nice. One of my insecurities, well, one of my insecurities is just generally in performance, in terms of if I can't do it really well immediately, I can get really, really discouraged. And it's a big, big problem. Sexiest person that comes to mind immediately. Alex O'Loughlin, because I was just looking at gifs of him, because I was looking at, like, through old interactions, and I interacted with an Alex O'Loughlin muse, so hence why. A random fact about anything. You want to finish off with? 'cause I really don't know. Well, I'm just gonna go, well, I painted a portrait of myself for Christmas for my dad in 2008, and in the background it says I love dad, and it's right there. I'm not going to show it to you because it's a really bad portrait, but yeah, because I couldn't really think of what else to do, and my mom was like, oh, why don't you just make like something artistic, because apparently, because my family seems to think I'm an artist. Like, whether it comes to writing or painting, they're like, yes, you're an artist, you're creative. So they basically always just push me in that direction. So I guess that was like 2 acts in one. But yeah, so I'm really bad at this. Okay, goodbye. And this probably turned out way too long and you're probably bored off your socks, and this is gonna be so unedited. So I'm sorry.